Okay, here's my latest one, and this one is very, very specific to me, I guess. This is the West Edmonton Mall game. I grew up in Alberta, in northern Alberta specifically, and this was our big event of the year when we got to go to West Edmonton Mall when it opened. It was like Disneyland for us, and it was a really big deal back in the 80s. We were all very excited to go there. It was the high cultural event of our lives. And this is clearly an advertising game. It's in really rough shape. You can see right here, looks like a little bit of water damage, and it's been damaged. But once again, I picked this up at a secondhand store, and it's very, very weird. So, and you can see there's some damage here as well. And inside will be an adventure because I've barely looked at this game since I picked it up. So there you got the great cover with quintessential 80s scene here for all the Gen Xers out there. You recognize this particular aesthetic. It was all about money and glamorous blondes and water sports. So let's take a look inside, and you and I will be discovering right along with each other what's here. So we've got some what appears to be Monopoly money right here in the tray. And what's also super cool, and I used to do this for a living, so I collect these sorts of games, is corporate sponsorship. And I have every confidence that this particular game was absolutely sponsored by various shops. We have the Bourbon Street, which was the sort of food court area. I remember all of this very well. The Fantasyland Hotel. I'm going to see if I can find some pictures and put them in here of the unbelievably strange rooms in the Fantasyland Hotel back in the day. We have the Pebbles Beach Golf. Once again, Fantasyland. We have old brands. Remember this one? Brittlestar, if you're Canadian, did a wonderful song about consumers distributing. I'll put that in the YouTube notes for folks, because I think it's a great one. Mall World Plus. So you can see there's a lot of sort of positioning, and each of these sponsored cards, I have every confidence, have little instructions like advance to nearest toy store, pay customer charge if leased. So it's all very inside mall management kinds of stuff. And again, you've got these brands, and the elastics are so brittle because it's so old and has barely been used. You got things that no longer exist, like Consumers Distributing and Mastercard, and these are all Mastercards, so you can just tell that someone did a corporate sponsorship deal. There's also Oilers, Wayne Gretzky used to practice on the rink at West Edmonton Mall, and I was able to see him, but I didn't care about hockey, so I just went and looked at, scrunchies and shoes, jelly shoes. So this is, again, one of those amazing Gen X kind of time capsules. We've got a little bit of additional cards here. Again, this is a process of discovering Eaton's. There we go. All these brands that are gone. Woodward's. Jeez, remember that? And Zellers. I miss Zellers. And Brittlestar also has a great Zellers song. So I'll put that in the notes as well. And of course, all these great Oilers stickers in the box. And here are some of the it looks like it was opened once. Little player pieces with red dice with some nice silver on it to show how classy. And you even have, I love this stuff so much, you have some pamphlets in the box to do some additional sales for folks that might want to buy more. So you have an application here. I always love these little pieces, the MasterCard application form. With a little MasterCard form to get one after you play the game. Always be selling, I guess. It was the 80s after all. And here I'm just going to read you quickly some of the rules. A brief summary. It says, the game was designed and built in Edmonton, Alberta by Midas Marketing Management, Inc., and the world's largest fun fashion center in Joy. There is one game board which consists of an artistic layout of the West Edmonton Mall, and it appears again to be a roll and move. You get a certain amount of money, and seems like a bit of a, homage to Monopoly. And I'm going to show you the game board, which is ginormous, I guess, because they want to demonstrate how very, very large West Edmonton Mall is. So this is just one segment of the board. I'll show you that right here. You can see that's one segment, and you've got things like a little zoo there. Let's take a look. Gigantic. Holy cow. Knocking things down. You can see that Pepsi wanted some ad placement here. And this is just a cavalcade of brands that no longer exist in Canada. It's actually fascinating. I'm trying to see if Canadian Tire still exists. I cannot see. Color Fast, Lotto. You can see that one right here. We've got McDonald's is still around. That's good to see. Sports Check. And Mastercard, of course, is no longer with us. And Tells, I have no idea if that's still around. Aldo, right here. Here's the Fantasyland Hotel. You've got Cafe Europa. My goodness, I remember that. Where it was like a fake kind of area that was meant to look like Europe, but inside a mall in Edmonton. And I remember there were folks that lived 24/7 in the mall, who were unhoused, but managed to, because it was so enormous, kind of game the system to survive in the mall full time. This is very trippy to see. And of course, you've got the big rink where the Oilers used to practice. There's Toyville, Toy City, Dalmies, Foot Locker. Foot Locker, I think, exists still, doesn't it? So yes, this is a slice of my 80s childhood. You can see right here, you got the mic in here somehow. That is this particular game. So a little bit of a shorter one today. Got so much to do, just closing out the school year. But I wanted to show you this weird slice of 80s culture here in Canada, the largest mall in the world at the time. And we felt very special in Alberta having it. So that's it. That's a quick whirlwind tour of this weird game I have in my collection. A little distressed, but I'm very pleased to have it with it's almost a museum of brands that no longer exist. And it is a slice of the 80s. So thanks for listening. Hope you're having a great day. If you like this video, click like, share it with a friend, and thanks for tuning in.